Hey, Josh the Balloon Guy here. And tonight I'm going to make a kind of a DSLR camera. It's something my wife requested, see if I could do it. And I have frustrated myself with this evening, and I will come back to it at some point with a more advanced technique. But now I'm going to keep it as simple as it can, and this would even be something that you might give to a kid that requested it at a party. So I'm going to start with a couple of 260s. Both black in this case. And I'm going to kind of go for a vintage DSLR look. And I'm going to start that by doing a flat weave. So on both of my 260s, let's start with a pinch twist. And then we're going to kind of determine how big I want the body to be. So from my own experience using DSLRs, I know that I want it to be about 4 fingers tall. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make a 4-finger bubble. Twist that first pinch twist in there. Bring the other balloon down, match it up. All right, and that's going to give us our body size. And so now just spacer bubble and flat weave, keeping them all the same size. I'm doing the roll through so that I'm not having to do a bunch of pinch twists. Now on this third one, I'm going to take one side and I'm going to go ahead and split and make very tiny pinch twists. Okay, and I want to do that because that's going to be where I'm going to attach the lens here in just a moment. Okay, and again, roll through, and then I'm going to do it 2 more times so that my body the body of my camera is about this wide. All right. And on this last one, I can go ahead and do an actual pinch twist. And then when I get my size together here, anything I've got extra, I can tie off and tear off. Tear off and tie off. There we go. Tear off. Tie off. Or if it ends up being too small to tear, we can trim it. Oh, or rip it and then tuck it. All right, so I have the basic body. All right, I will add a little bit more here in just a moment to make a viewfinder. But the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to take a black 360. I'm only going to blow it up not quite 2 hand widths. I'm going to put a tulip twist in the end of it and let that act as kind of the lens. What would be like the focus ring on the camera. Okay. Go ahead and push back any air that I've got, making the length of my lens also about 5, well, it ends up being about 5 fingers. There. Tie that off. I can trim that off and then tie that into those 2 small pinch twists, making sure that I'm actually using the knot to do so, because that will help lock it in place. And then I'm going to tuck the pinch twist down inside the camera. Okay. And squeeze a little air. All right. So, see, we're getting that concept of a camera here. Keep everything nice and straight, and that'll help to keep the pieces straight. All right. To make a viewfinder for my camera, I'm going to take a little scrap of black. This one just happens to have a nozzle on it, so I cut it at the other end here. So I'm going to tie it so that we can actually hold air. I'm going to go ahead and inflate it about 3 fingers. We want to do a tulip twist. Okay. And we'll go ahead and take that tulip twist, make a single pinch twist behind it. And tie it just so it doesn't come loose. All right, that's going to allow me to attach it to the center of the top of my camera here, which is where on modern SLRs the viewfinder is going to be. And then I can kind of reposition it. Okay. Yeah. And if you wanted to make it a little, flashier, a little old, a little flashier than just a solid black camera, I'm just gonna puff inflate this silk that I have here. Start tying that into that ear twist, pinch twist, into the next one, and then back down, and then back across. And just gives it a little bit of flair. It can also be kind of your digital display there, something so that it's not just a black box. All right, smile, and as always, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.